Hello, this is Charles, and this is Chapter 10 of Learning to Fly. Chapter 9, Walter and Franklin found out that each one of them lost the most important woman to them on the same day. 10 years prior, his wife and Franklin's mom died the same day. They had a little emotional moment at the cemetery, followed with a dinner, and now something appears to be in the wind. What is that? Find out next in Chapter 10. Chapter 10. Walter picked up his phone and walked outside. What you got, Larry? Had a pretty serious bomb threat. Where? Downtown, Taft Theater. Some comedian performing tonight, packed house. And someone just threatened the place? Worse than that, it's gonna hit the news pretty soon. Some group claiming they got a bomb in the place already, and if they don't get 20 mil in the next hour, they're gonna blow it. Nothing you guys can do? They're saying if they see a cop approach the place, they'll blow it. They see people evacuating, they'll detonate. Our hands are tied. That's the ultimatum. We wire the 20 mil or they detonate. It's a sold out show. What do you think I can do? Exactly how fast are you? Never really timed myself. Went to Africa in a minute or two. That's pretty darn fast. Yeah, it was pretty cool. What you thinking, Larry? We need to get you in that building. If you can find the bomb, you can get it out of there pretty fast, I'd imagine. Probably, but I'm pretty recognizable. Come by the station. I think we can manage a quick disguise. At least enough to cast a bit of doubt. We also got a ticket to the show. Thought you said it was sold out. StubHub. Got you covered. Just get here as soon as you can. Show starts in a few minutes. Walter went back in and dropped some money on the table. Hey kid, gotta run. Take care of the bill and leave a good tip, okay? What's up? Emergency. I'll be back in a bit. Just chill here or go over to Meyer or Target. Walter walked into the police station a moment later and was met by Wilkins and another cop. Hey Walter, this is Officer Ben Motts. He'll be accompanying you tonight. Motts stuck out his hand. Nice to finally meet you. Same here, Walter said, shaking his hand. Ben is a demolitions expert, Wilkins added by way of explanation. Yeah, we get in there and hopefully I can disarm it. If not, that's where you come in. Now all we need to do is get you in unnoticed. Add some facial hair, glasses. Should do the trick, Wilkins said. 20 minutes later, Walter and Officer Motts presented tickets and walked into the Taft Theater. My beard itches, Walter said. Yeah, hopefully you can shave soon. I'm going to head to the restroom when we can make sure these comms are working. Okay. Each had a small earpiece in that would allow them to communicate remotely. Motts entered the restroom and said, check. Hear you loud and clear, Walter said. Good deal. Show's about to start. We should have a few minutes to walk about and look. You don't have x-ray vision by any chance, like Superman? I don't think so. It would come in handy. I can smell and hear like a dog. Would the bomb smell funny? It might, depending on what it's made of. You spot anything, call me over and I'll see if it can be disarmed. If not, you pick it up and get the hell out of Dodge as fast as you can. Does this show have an intermission? I believe so. That's good. If we keep walking around after things start, it might look suspicious. Sounds good. Have a quick look around and I'll see you at the seats. Get you anything else? The server asked. Nah, maybe a Coke. I can get refills on that, right? Franklin said. Sure. Where'd your friend go? Off to save the world. Or track down some crook, not sure. He got a call from a cop and flew out of here. So you're friends with Walter? It's complicated. How so? Long story. She looked at her watch. I get off in 3 minutes. I'll bring you a Coke and the bill, and you can tell me all about it. So where were we? She sat down across from Franklin after settling the check. Well, my name's Franklin. Franklin Jones. I'm Kendra. But you could see that on my name badge. Kendra Williams. So what part of town you from, Franklin? Stay down in Clifton right now. You still live at home? Not exactly. You're on your own then? Not exactly. Where? Oh, pardon me for being so nosy. No problem, I'm staying with Walter. Oh, how cool is that? I don't know. He has this huge dog. I feed him and walk him and I get the spare bedroom. I guess it's cool. I mean, with Walter? You know how many people would be jealous? Guess so. He's a nice old dude, really. Gets kind of cranky sometimes, but he's a softie. How'd you end up with him? You been there long? Man, you're asking a lot of questions. Franklin looked around nervously to make sure nobody was listening in. The place is empty, just you, me, and Jeremy in the kitchen. And he can't hear us. That's good. You can keep a secret? Depends on what kind of secret. Well, you see, Walter didn't think to get a secret identity. So everyone knows him. But so far, nobody knows where he stays. We want to keep it that way. That makes sense. What's his place like? Ain't much, really. Run-down apartment close to UC. Excuse me for being so rude again, but how's a guy like you end up staying with Walter? I was there when he got his powers, or when he first used them. Funny, he didn't know it yet. Some dude tried to rob a lady and he punched him, and I mean punched him good. Dude flew 3 blocks and landed in a parking lot, dead as a doornail. Same dude that tried to rob the Shell station earlier and shot him. Old man didn't even know he'd been shot. I picked up the bullets off the floor. Take a look. Franklin took the smashed bullets out of his pocket and showed them to Kendra. Wow. So he was shot and the bullets just bounced off? Yeah, it happened again later that night in a park. He stopped some guys from raping a girl. One tried to shoot him. After all that, I kind of followed him to his place, and I've been there ever since. Where were you staying before that? Here and there. Wait, you didn't have a place? Not for the last year and a half. Man, don't know why I'm telling you all this. Because I'm nosy and I'm asking all the questions? Maybe. You want another Coke? Sure, but you're off now. No big deal. Linda can bring you another. I'll flag her down. You've been on the streets or what? Yeah, you could say that. What about your folks? Franklin wiped the corner of his eye with his napkin and looked down at the table. I'm sorry if you don't want to talk about it. Mama. My mom's dead. And Dad's in jail. I don't know what to say. You don't have to say anything. It is what it is. It's sad is what it is. How old are you? You look about my age. Turned 18 a few weeks ago. How about you? I was 18 3 months ago. Just graduated from Deer Park. Where'd you go? Till a year and a half ago, Walnut Hills. Oh yeah, what happened? I was stupid. Didn't like the last foster home, so I took off. They were really okay folks. Didn't like staying with a white family. Wish I could take that back. Well, we all make mistakes. Look where you are now. You might not have met Walter. Maybe not. It is pretty cool when you think about it. Franklin was starting to notice that Kendra was in fact quite good looking. And the fact that she didn't seem judgmental regarding his situation was astonishing. He wasn't sure what to make of that. They continued their conversation until he had told her everything about he and Walter had met up to the present. The show reached intermission, and Walter was on the move instantly. He went toward the front row of seats near the stage, and when he didn't think anyone would notice him, he darted behind stage to the dressing areas. He was moving so fast that the other people in the building seemed to be standing still. He searched the dressing rooms, finding nothing. But when he went by a restroom, he noticed that something was on the floor in one of the stalls. He opened the stall door, and there was a small box in the floor. He took the lid off, and there were wires and a block of plastic, and some other circuitry he didn't recognize. This had to be it. "Hey, buddy, think I got it." "Where?" "Backstage restroom stall. Think you can get back here?" "On the way." Motz approached the stage area, and luckily he was recognized by the cop who had the security detail for the show. And a moment later, he was in the restroom with Walter. Walter moved aside, and he took a look at the bomb. "I've never seen anything quite like that. That's enough plastique to level the building twice. These guys aren't fooling around. You think you can disarm it?" "Let me take a look." He looked the bomb over and thought he had the mechanism figured out, and removed some tools from his pocket. "Ah, crap," he said a moment later. "Doesn't matter what I do, it's some kind of remote detonator, but nothing I've ever seen. Why don't you just get it the hell away from here?" "Okay, be back shortly," Walter said. He scooped the bomb up, looked for a window, and was gone in a flash. He flew straight up, figuring on letting the bomb detonate far away from anything. He was about 5,000 feet up when he heard a high-pitched whine come from the package. Then a small puff of smoke escaped, and a plastic sign popped up with "Boom" written on it in cartoonish neon green letters. Larry Wilkins looked over the bomb and shook his head. The entire thing was a hoax? "Seems so," said Motz. "Why go through all that hassle?" "To get me out of the way," Walter said. "Did anything else go down around the same time?" "We'll look into that and let you know. Think about it. Stage something to get me out of the way, and then commit a crime somewhere else. Makes sense to me." Wilkins scratched his head. "Makes you wonder what will be so important to stage a ruse like this." "Maybe this," Mott said, looking up from his computer. "Report just came in about a semi hijacked and all the cargo stolen." "Where was that?" Wilkins asked. "Happened on I-75 near Laughlin. Found the driver knocked out on the side of the highway. Truck's nowhere to be found." "Anyone get a statement from the driver?" "He has a concussion and his memory is a little hazy. Says he was forced off the road by a couple cars driving erratically. Next thing he remembers, he was lying in the ditch and the truck's gone." "What was he carrying?" "Whole cargo was headed to Wright Pat. Got a copy of the bill of lading here, but I can't make heads or tails out of these part numbers." "We'll have to contact someone at the base and find out what they were expecting." Guys, you care if I head home now?" Walter asked. "Yeah, thanks for your help. Go get some rest. We'll let you know what we find out." Well, I hope you enjoyed Chapter 10. If so, please like and subscribe. If you want information about my other works, you can check out the links in the description below. Take care, and I'll catch you on the next one.